Okay, this is going to be a super short video. How to seam seal your Trailstar or any MLD product. Right, now I have already done it, so I'm just going to explain to you briefly and quickly how I did it. Now, basically, pitch your Trailstar, your tent, your tarp, pitch it. It is better if you can pitch it. If you can't pitch it, then you can do it at home, rest it over a table and run a thin line of sealant down the line, maybe about 12 inches long, but thin, not the full thickness of it, for God's sake, otherwise you'll have far too much. A thin line. When you've done a thin line, then just run your finger along the line. So run a very thin line, like that runs as close as possible along the middle stitch, and maybe just run it on and off, not completely along the middle stitch. So not a thick blob, not a thick blob, thin, I mean thin. Then you just run your finger along it like that, backwards and forwards a few times, just to rub it in to the stitching. And then you just do that all the way around and you will get a thin line like this. If you rub too much, you're going to overdo it like I've done there. And that really is all there is to it. To reach the middle, I undid, loosened that one, took that one out, loosened that one. That then meant I was able to walk in a little bit and do the apex, because clearly you can't reach the apex from here, but that lets you walk in and seam seal it, and then just do that on all of the stitching. It really is quite simple. I didn't use it because I can't really film and have mucky fingers at the same time. A little goes a very long way. A little goes a very long way. You will probably find for one Trailstar or one larger tent or, you know, pyramid, mid, you'll use probably 3/4. I did do around here, I did do across here, and I did do around there. Those, they're not needed. Clearly they're not needed for strength, they're not really needed for waterproofness. I just did them, they just then basically all look, it just looks like everything's been sealed, and I suppose it does protect the stitching, you know, a tiny bit. And it took me about an hour to do the whole thing. You can probably do it in a lot less time than that, but it took me around about an hour. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next out and about outdoors camping, hiking video. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, drop a comment below.